Hey, Linda.
Yeah.
If I say to you the words Mississippi River, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Huckleberry Finn. Drifting down the river on a homemade raft.
That's right.
Barely keeping it together.
Yeah, me too. Whenever think of Mississippi River, the first thing that comes to mind is Mark Twain. And here Linda and I are standing in front of Mark Twain's boyhood home. And, you know, I remember all those movies from when I was a kid. You know, like, remember the one with Shirley Temple where her grandfather was a paddle wheeler captain, you know?
Riverboat.
A riverboat captain?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was all that. But I asked our daughters last night about it, and their generation wasn't into that. But
yeah, they didn't read all those old classics by Mark Twain and,
no.
you know.
They didn't. But anyways, we're in front of his boyhood home, and that's not what we're not going to go in. We've done enough museums lately, but what's another thing about the Mississippi River?
Mississippi tugboats.
Tugboats?
Barges.
Commerce. Yeah, you betcha. And then exploration, because it made it so easy to get to this point, you know, with goods and everything, and it opened up this area of the United States, the Mississippi River did. But we're going to drift down the Mississippi following the current south for a ways and down into Tennessee. So let's continue on.
Wait.
What?
First.
What?
My arm really hurts, so can you finish painting that fence for me? And it's a lot of fun. Otherwise, I do it myself, but my arm is really sore, so...
That's from Mark Twain's book. What was that one? Was that a Huckleberry Finn one or something?
No, that was Tom Sawyer.
That was Tom Sawyer.
Yeah.
So this is the fence, a replica of the fence right behind us that Tom Sawyer tricked his friends into whitewashing for him. And there's actually a bucket over here with paintbrushes in it. Well, I'll get to work on it.
Becky Thatcher's house is across the street.
This is the home of Becky Thatcher, Mark Twain's first sweetheart. I wish I had more time to spend in Hannibal. It really looks like an interesting place. This is the historic district down here. It would be cool to take time and go through all the shops, but we're going to keep moving. Well, we're just taking Highway 79 from Hannibal, heading south, following the scenic route down along the Mississippi River. It's a beautiful drive. What a pretty part of the country this is. Not too much traffic at all, occasional car is it. But it's windy and cold, and I'm getting back in. Well, the Mississippi River is at the moderate flood stage. And they say that with the snow melt, it's probably going to flood, and it is high.
Yeah, and look, we've seen tree trunks floating down.
Yeah, there was a big tree trunk that went by just 15 minutes ago. There's one thing, though, that we need to say. You don't ever hear too much about Missouri, and people even joke and call it misery, but this is our second time back to this state, and I can tell you two things. Number one, it's extremely interesting. The history is so vibrant. Everything from the wagon train days to the Civil War days and on, and here with the Mississippi River and all of that. And the other thing, though, is this place is beautiful. I mean,
yeah, and nice people.
That's another thing. That's a third thing. Yeah, if the first time we came through, we went from St. Joseph, Missouri, and we headed south and went down through the Ozarks. This time we cut across northern Missouri, and now we're heading down the Mississippi. This is a beautiful place. What about the people?
What about the people? Nice people, nice, friendly. They like to talk to you.
We found the people to be extremely polite in the state of Missouri.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, they have manners.
Yeah, we don't. They do.
We got This is some mighty deep ruts. But we want to go that way.
Well, somehow we managed to find a boondocking camping spot right here along the Mississippi River. And it was just by luck. We were heading for another campsite, but that didn't work out. And I saw this road along the river and I took it, and I could see where other people have been camping. So that's what we're doing. The last 2 days have been mainly travel days for us.
Because it's been too yucky out to do any exploring.
That's a fact. It's been kind of bad out. Every time we get out of the car, we go, nope, and we go running back to the car again. But yeah, we're down here. What is this? St. Genevieve? St. something, Missouri?
Someplace like that.
South of St. Louis. But we didn't know where we were going to camp, and which we never do anyway. But we lucked out tonight, I think. I don't see any reason why anybody would run us out of here. There's nobody down here, so I think this is government land here along the river where we happen to be. There's also the remains of an old boat ramp here too. But how lucky. We wanted to experience the Mississippi River. We planned on this, I don't know, a long time ago to see more of the Mississippi. I can kind of see why more people don't though. There isn't a lot of free camping. It's all in this area. Boy, as soon as we hit St. Louis, things got a little congested, and it looks to me like it's going to be congested for the rest of the trip, as far as I know. So finding free campsites is a little more difficult, but not impossible. So this is our camping spot. I told Linda if it works out, we might stay here a couple of nights. It's protected from the winds, which are shrieking if you get out of these trees, and it's mighty peaceful back in here as long as the law don't show up to chase us out. I didn't see any signs at all though. Well, I'm out this morning just walking along next to the river here. Boy, did we luck out. Nothing disturbed us last night except for the trains going by. I think there was like 3 of those, so that wasn't bad. Well, this is one way to get across the Mississippi River. This is a tug and a barge. That utility truck just pulled up on there. I think they're working on it right now. So it's down for maintenance, but it's $15 to put your car on board, go across the other side, $25 round trip. I saw that passengers are $2 each way, but which is cheap if you're just walking on. We just found part of an old foundation. It looks like the front steps from a house. Linda's standing on here.
Can you imagine someone standing here in the old days saying, come inside, come inside?
Yeah, what a view they had out their front porch too, the river right in front. There's another foundation behind you. Let's go check that out.
Well, this looks like it could have been a front porch. There's even still traces of the post, the corner post. Maybe there's initials in the cement. It's pretty big. It's about 20 feet long. Nice. Yeah. Well, I'm standing on another one, so there's a whole row of them, starting from that broken out boat launch. There's 1, 2, 3, and there's more that way. So there was something here, for sure.
So within the last couple hundred years, there was a lot of commerce down here, evidently, because of these pilings. And then the funny thing is, even older than that, I was finding hunks of chert along the beach here from an even older civilization from tool making. Pretty cool. So here comes a tug and a bunch of barges, a whole bunch of barges, so heavy, going upriver. You know, you could do an easy jog at the pace that they're going. That's how slow they go in this fast current. And they go all the way from the Gulf of Mexico, clear up into way up almost the Canadian border, okay? It must take them a long time to go that far. I noticed that the tugs are really big. Catch this one as he goes by for you. Which means that there's plenty of living space on board that tug, because there's going to be 2 or 3 crews on it. That's my guess. See, look how big that tug is. Look at all the windows on it. Look how long it is. It's a lot bigger than the tugs I'm used to seeing on Puget Sound and other places like that, over in Hawaii even. That's a big, long tugboat. Well, good morning. Linda and I spent the night in the Cracker Barrel parking lot in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. And what an unusual evening, because we always have dinner at the Cracker Barrel just because they let us stay here. And we walk in there and Linda recognizes her classmate. They both recognize each other immediately. Out here, they haven't seen each other since high school in Hawaii, in Molokai to be exact. But I guess they communicate on Facebook. But we just ran into Ziona and her husband Bob. We had such a nice dinner with them out here in the middle of the continental United States. How you like that? Hey, I got to tell you, the other night, let's see now, last night we had that really nice evening along the Mississippi River. And then the evening before I didn't tell you about, we were on Highway 36 coming across northern central Missouri, and we got hit by a really bad storm. And the winds were gusting like between 50 and 60, and we had to get off the highway, or get blown off the highway. And we pulled into the little tiny farming town of Clarence, Missouri. And it was late, it was getting dark, and rain was coming down in buckets. It was raining so heavy. And we pulled into a little, by a little city park there, and there was no one around. And we ended up spending the night there. It was good, but I just didn't fill you in on that earlier. Yeah, we had to get off the highway. It was so bad. So today it's supposed to be gusting like up to 45 or something, but it's going to be tailwinds as we head towards Johnson City, Tennessee, where there's a bit of a surprise for you. I'm actually putting some air in my tires. They were underinflated for towing and for highway, but you know, they get like $2 for 5 minutes at the gas stations now, and 5 minutes doesn't even air up 2 tires, you know, from like 35 to 45 pounds. $4 to put air in your tires? Oh, but it takes credit card. Anyways, I'm doing it with my little air pump.
Well, good morning, everybody. We spent the last couple of days with our friend Mark, Hobo Shoestring here. Yeah. And today we're getting ready to head out. So what do you got to say, Rick?
That we've had a great time here, and we got to sit with him a bit. Mark and I and Linda have been friends ever since we met Mark in Britt, Iowa a couple years ago, and we've stayed in close touch. He's been up to see us in Great Falls, and we wanted to make it out here. He's got a nice place here in Tennessee, and where he likes to hang out between going for rides. Now, Mark just got back from Alaska. You guys need to check out his videos, his Alaska videos, and I'll put a link down below.
All right, and also, what was I going to say? These two make the best coffee in the world. What's that percolator called? The French press?
Well,
thing?
we use a Stanley French press pot. Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting one of them, definitely. I like my coffee now. Oh, boy. And they'll carry on a backpack, easy.
There's nothing wrong with a hobo having a comfortable place to rest up between trips.
Especially after 32 years of hardship. Most 99% of people that rode 32 years are in the grave or prison. So
Yeah, and this is
I'm the
way better.
the 1% to get to enjoy it.
Exactly.
Just to make sure you do things right and obey all the commandments, you know. What am I thinking of? The 15 rules.
The 10 Commandments. And,
Yeah, the Hobo Code.
oh, the Hobo Code.
Yeah, I'm
You
still
remember
not
the
awake.
10 Commandments too, though.
Yeah.
I'm still not awake. I hadn't had their coffee yet.
I didn't know there was a 15-rule Hobo Code.
It was invented in 1899, but there's 15 different codes.
I'll find it and I'll put it up.
Okay, cool.
I'll put it up on
Yeah.
screen.
It's really, really, really neat to go by. It almost sounds like it comes from the Bible.
There you go. Well, hey, guys, stay tuned for more.